Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. Let's get the CFTC out of the way real quick. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. With that being said, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Here we are, Thursday, May 1st. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, Sam. Ankh. The Dukester. The Dukester's in the house. GP. Good morning. Edward. MJ. Ads. 28 degrees in London. Trying to think if that's cold or hot. We use Fahrenheit. Mukhtar. Good morning, sir. Ogola. Suzanne. The Chief. And Rod. Thanks for joining me this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Man, I'll tell you, my name's Rory Powers. If today's your first day joining us, or if you were in yesterday's presentation, welcome and thank you for joining me. We're going to be showcasing our automated bots today, like we do every morning at 9:15. We meet, and before we get started, we like to, before we dive headfirst into trading, we like to see what the environment is looking like. First, let's take a quick look at the Forex Factory. The Forex Factory. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. Man, we made it to May. Hallelujah. God bless America. May 1st. Amazing how fast this year's going, isn't it? 8:30. There was a big report that came out already. The unemployment claims. I always like to see what was the news. What was the news? Whatever we think the market's going to do, it'll probably do the opposite. In the week ending April 26th, the advanced figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 241, an increase 18,000 from the previous week. It was revised up to 222, an increase. Looks like everything was revised up just a touch. But the weekly jobless claims surge. And latest sign of economic trouble. Yesterday was the second quarter of negative GDP, which is the definition of a recession. So some bad economic news reports coming out. And let's see what the market did overnight, which usually means, we'd think the market would go down, but sometimes things happen the opposite of what we expect. It's no rhyme or reason sometimes. Okay, here we are from midnight, May 1st. This is the NASDAQ. My cursor is on midnight. The Asian Open, a little move down and up. Moving into the London Open, we took a leg up. And now pre-market, it went right back to where it was in the Asian market. So a lot of sideways action here. No real direction. When I see my 50 EMA look like a rainbow, it's yellow, red, green, red, yellow, green. That's trouble. There's not a trend. There's no trend. It's very choppy. And the second warning sign is what we do if today's your first day joining us. We let the bots and drones, the drones are the ones that are trading 24/7 and they're learning the trading environment and they're sharing the intel or the data with the bot. and the bot is the one that's optimizing its own inputs and only trading when it does well and putting the stop and the profit target in the right place. Um, so normally we let them run through, well, we let them run through the Asian session, the London Open, and now right going into the New York Stock Exchange Open, what we have is a leaderboard. These are the bots that are performing the best in today's trading environment. Well, let me tell you, today is a very rare day, okay? Very rare day that we have no leaderboard. The only bot that continues to do well is this 1 day pass. I spoke yesterday about the 1 day pass templates for prop traders. And let me tell you, our members are having a tremendous amount of success lately with this ES30 range 1 day pass. Let me show you what it's done. Just this week alone, it's just on fire. The current week that we're in now, let me click generate. What we usually look at is the percent profitable. And right now it's 91%, which is through the roof, extremely high. And these are the templates that will pass a $50,000 eval in one trade. In one trade. Statistically, I like to say 1 out of 3. There is a chance that you could pass all 3 or none of the 3. But this one right now is red hot. That's the 30 range on the E-mini. That's the bot that will get you from an eval to a funded account in one trade. And what we're setting up for now is what we do each morning is we take what we call our power play. Our power play trade, and I have a 20 Unorenco here on the left on the NASDAQ, and I have a 30 range chart here on my right. This strategy is executed on a 30 range. The strategy is looking at a 30 range. One of the conditions upon many is that there must be a multi-time frame alignment of trend between my 20U and my 30 range. The 20U is the higher time frame here. So in order for this bot to trigger a long trade, I've got to be above the 50 on both of these charts. Vice versa for a short trade. Price has to be below my 50 on both of these charts in order for the trade to trigger here. Let me go to my strategies. What I like to do when I do this trade is just close everything. I'm going to flatten everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play my power play strategies. We only need one strategy. That's it for this trade. So I'm just going to enable right now my power play drone. It's very simple. We have a very diversified portfolio of strategies that trade a variety of different instruments and time frames. However, this power play is very simple. KISS. Keep it simple. So we're just going to enable the power play drone, and we're going to put our account and our chart trader on the power play drone. And after we take our trade, I'm going to go ahead and enable the rest of the bots. My trade copier. What we're going to do for the power play trade is we put this power play drone, that sim account, as my leader account. This is what we call a trade copier. And I'm going to copy 3 evals and 3 PA accounts to this one trade. Now we let the opening bell ring. and we let it settle down. That's when all the algos are firing off, and there's just this tremendous amount of static and whipsaw on the NASDAQ, and we try to let it settle down and find a direction with an alignment of trend on both of our time frames. And the system will automatically trigger the trade when all of the conditions are met. All right, Perry. I'm really sorry. Yesterday was a super busy day. We had the investor summit yesterday. Today, my plan is to give you a call. Glad you found your way, sir. You got to shut down Ninja Rod and go to your tool. Shut down your Ninja real quick in your File Explorer. Let me open up my tool. I'm going to show you really quick. If you open your tool, oh yeah, I can't find my tool now. But if you open your tool, RL, maybe it's the RL tool. Oh. Okay, here's one. So once you've opened your tool, what you're going to do, Rod, we've got this great tool that with the click of a mouse fixes all ghost orders, builds your workspace, optimizes your database. Once your tool comes up, it's going to look like this, Rod. At the top left, go to Database Tools and click on Fix Ghost Orders. And then I always like to clean and optimize as well. But once you click Fix Ghost Orders, clean and optimize, you can even delete all order updates. That deletes everything, and then clean and optimize. But you first want to click Fix Ghost Orders. Then shut down your tool and restart your Ninja. And it'll fix all your ghost orders. All right, the market just opened. Let's get ready for the power play trade of the day. We're in a tight channel here. We saw the overnight market and pre-market was very choppy. Our leaderboard is empty. So we have to proceed with caution. Caution. So we let the market settle down for a couple of minutes. The blue line is our support. The red line is our resistance. We don't want to trade into either one of them. We want a clear shot to our profit target. So we need a break of support or a break of resistance. One of the two. Right now we have an alignment of trend to the downside. My 20U is below my 50. My 30 range below my 50. But I'm right into support. I need to break that area. Now we have an opening here to get an entry. This strategy likes to get the pullback and go. Make sure it's enabled, which it is. Okay, it's getting a nice retracement back to the 50. Up, put us in. Oh man, put us in and took us out really quick. Okay, we're back in the power play short. Now we want it to go 75 ticks to get in our profit window. If it gets into our profit window, our stop's going to fly down, push down. Now the stop is now tied to my 15 EMA. No, it's not either. Oh Lord. Huh. Okay, I reached my loss limit really quickly. I've got to turn it off. So today our power play failed. We lost 500 across all the accounts. So for the week where we stand, and we have to keep a very strict trade management, capital preservation. So for the week, let's go check it out. I knew I needed to win one of these last 2 days, Thursday or Friday. It's not going to be Thursday. But let's take a look where we are for the week. It was a warning sign with our leaderboard looking the way it is. It's just a very choppy, poor trading environment. Okay, so here we are for the week. We just pulled in a loser, unfortunately, and we're up 1294 for the week. We're 3 out of 4. So we need a winning day tomorrow. My goal is always to win 4 out of 5 of those trades for the week. So let's go back into our strategies. The power play is done for the day. We lost it. And let's go ahead and enable our full portfolio bots. And let's see if one of them can find some traction here in this trading environment. Vincent, we do the same strategy every day. We play the strategy that we've been winning with. The data really makes all of the decisions for us. And since January of this year, and let's change this now to 5-1. The power play strategy that we just played, unfortunately today wasn't a great day. It took a loser, a rare loser, which is part of trading. We're not going to win every day, but we're not going to go crazy because we lost and try to chase it. Since we've started this, each morning we trade the same strategy every morning, and we're up $28,000 doing it. That's from January 15th to May 1st. Now, if we want to continue to trade, we always let the data dictate our decisions as to which bot we're going to trade. We're going to trade the bots that are performing the best. If none of them are performing well, we're not going to trade that day. And it might have been a good idea for me to not even take that trade. Looking at the leaderboard, I knew it was red flags, but I pushed ahead anyway, and I tried to get one in. We're going to enable the iBots. And it's important to know that we're not going to win every single day. I would have loved to show you a winner today, but it just didn't happen. But the important thing is we're going to put our tail between our legs and go to sim. And we're not going to let one bad day blow our account. trying to revenge trade. So I have to wear today with like a pimple on the end of my nose. You can see here across three PA accounts, I lost $1,545. And across all my evals, I also lost $480. But now I've turned my copier off and I'm no longer in the game. I'm done. And you can see the NASDAQ is just extremely choppy today. Let's pivot to the ES as well. I'm going to get my ES bots in the game. You know, I started with the Forex Factory, and I never really followed through beyond 8:30 in the morning. At 10 a.m., we have ISM Manufacturing PMI. So there's another red folder report. We have a yellow folder at 9:45, the final manufacturing PMI. Then at 10 a.m., we have a red folder report. The PMI report's coming out at 10. So those red folder reports, we really don't like to trade a live account through those reports, unless we're playing a one-day pass. Now it got in my profit window here. It's pushing right through support, and it got a full winner on that trade, finally. Going to enable my one-day pass templates again. These are for the evaluations. See if we could show you a one-day pass trade today. No, Ronald, I'm testing a bot that has that. Out of curiosity, we could see how it does. I haven't made that change. I'm testing it. I have it in that 600 tick account. This one right here. It's down 142. But I'm just comparing the results between the two. So I'm in a lot of long positions here. The bots are looking for imbalances between buyers and sellers. We're trying to follow along in the direction of the trend of the large institutions. We have on the top, interestingly, our power play bot is up 295, and it's right back in this trade. It looks like it delays a little longer. The bot is the one that's constantly optimizing the inputs. So the power play bot sidestepped those losers early, and it started trading a little later, interestingly enough. So we're using the bot and drone technology. Still not a lot of follow through. Thank you, GS Money. Have a nice day. Yes, we do, Mark. We do. We give it at least 2 minutes. But this was a good day with these market conditions to sit on our hands. Hey, Alfred, good morning. We took our best shot with the power play, Alfred, and we came up short today. One of the rare losers, first loser of the week. And the warning signs were there, let me tell you. I kind of forced one today. I should have been a little more conservative and been a spectator a little longer and saw this market and just watch price action. I like to watch the price action for a little while before making any decisions. There's no reason to rush into something and take a big hit like I did today. Maybe, Alfred. Got some haters today, I guess. All right, now I'm getting a few on my leaderboard here. Let's check out the iBot ES, the 4U. It's coming right up into my VWAP. There we go. Our Mac truck is in. Now the Mac truck is using a 20 Unirenko. A 20 Unirenko is a much higher time frame than a 30 range. Oh, it's no longer in. Let's see what happens with this VWAP here. NQ30 range bot. The iBot NQ30 range has a very exciting trade management strategy. It takes all the profit, all the risk off very early in the trade, and it gives you the potential to make a nice profit with very little risk. Now the leaderboard is starting to come to life. Okay, this one got in the profit window. Now you have an equal amount of risk to the potential reward. So we've locked in a profit, and that bot is just about break even now on the iBot NQ30 range. The 16U uses a much bigger bar. Here's the 16 Unorenko, the bot that's using a higher time frame, which doesn't really get caught up in that whipsaw like these shorter time frames do. That's the ES. I believe I was. Oh no, the ES, the NQ30 range. It gets into the trades and immediately takes the risk off as soon as it starts to mature in the direction of your position. The iBots are dominating my leaderboard. We have 10 iBots. And the iBots are the bots that are leveraging data that's streamed directly from the cash market, the stock market. And it's looking at those market internals. That's the trigger, is an imbalance between buyers and sellers. Yes, Carol, thank you. There's a red folder news report at 10 o'clock. So you want to be careful if you're in any live accounts at 10 o'clock. Nice push up on this E-mini. Broke right through the VWAP. It's kind of bouncing off of resistance here. Got a lot of upside resistance on the NASDAQ. There is some buying pressure. Yeah, Glenn, we have two separate one-day passes. One that runs, well, actually, there's 5 or 6. We have one for each instrument. When I say each instrument, I'm referring to the index equities, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow. And then we also have one for crude oil and gold. Did you see that? How that stop immediately took the risk off of that trade? We've got some really clever ways to lock in profits and get the risk off the trade. Once that trade starts to mature in the direction of our profit target, our stop is going to jump up. So to answer your question, Glenn, it does. It comes both with the ES, the NQ, the Dow, crude oil, and gold, 5 of them. There goes the ES. That 4U looks like it's breaking through support or resistance. Carol, do we only run on the 9:30 session? No, not necessarily. Our methodology is really to look when we set up the out of the box. The bots come with a separate SIM account for each one of the bots, and NinjaTrader has a very powerful trade performance metric to it. So what I like to do is I like to look for maybe a week back, maybe even a month back, and I look to see which are my hottest bots. So if I see let's say I look for one that's doing well, like this ES30 Range Star drone is up $2,000 for this week. And when I see that it's made in profits $8,400, my first question to myself is, well, when did it make that 8,400? So if I go to the analysis and I break it down by the half hour of the day and I look at my entry times, then I see that where my sweet spot is. I see that bot, my chances of success significantly increase between 10 and 11. So if I was trading a live account between 10 and 11, I would look to trade that bot. So we use these tools at our disposal. This trade performance tool gives us really valuable information on exactly when each bot performs the best historically. The YM 1-day pass, it runs on a 4 Unorenco. It's one of our best 1-day passes, actually. It's normally in the top 3 every week after week. In our Discord chat, we post every day the performance of our top bots. Every week, we post the top 3 for the entire week from the AI Auto Trader, the 1-day passes, and the iBots. So you always know which ones are on our we have about 5 different computers that are running these, the company does, because there is a slight variation of results. And we take the average between the 5 computers. The YM 1-day pass, let me take a quick look at the parameters. The YM 1-day pass trades between 11 a.m. and 12. That's what time our AI model is finding that it does the best. 11 to 12. And we're going for, once it hits $3,050 in profits, it will stop. Or once it loses 2,500, obviously. This is designed for a $50,000 eval. And we put it on our most profitable triggers. We trade 10 contracts and go for the minimum number of ticks in order to hit the profit goal, which is $3,000. So we account for commissions and slippage. So in this case, we're going for 62 ticks. The Dow is $5 a tick. And this would trade on the YM. Our data series is a 41020 Unarenko. And we can put it into any one of our accounts that we choose, sim or live. Well, that's the goal, GP. It's a lot to, it's a lot to manage. I'm learning. There's nothing that's perfect. And, what I find is on the trade copier, especially sometimes in a fast moving market, the more accounts that you have as follower accounts, the easier it is for one to come loose. But I would love to have 20. Yes, that would be the goal. I find 3 to 5 is very manageable. But obviously, to increase that number, it would only make more sense, make more money. Yeah, of course, Lionel. I'm going to put the office phone number here in the chat. Hey, Vinu. Yeah, of course. Our power play I showed you, our ES30 range. One of our members, Robert, and over the course of 6 months, running our ES30 range, was able to accomplish in 6 months, this is from September to April, was able to run the ES30 range bot and make $61,000 on his computer. That's trading the ES30. Here comes that news report. So we're getting a burst of volatility here with the news. The 1 to 30 range 1 day pass just hit 5 grand in one trade. Now we have a safety mechanism in these bots. You see on the bottom left of my workspace, refer to this as the lagometer. Our lagometer, if it goes over 2 seconds of lag time, the bots will not fire a trade. It's going to protect you. Here we go. That's a beautiful entry right there. Oh, that was fire. Not sure what hit our stop. It must be very strange. But the bots are really liking that volatility. And a lot of open positions. Hey, congratulations, Rao. Rao's a great trader with crude oil, man. Man, makes big money trading crude. The auto liquidate box turns red. I would check in your, if you have Rhythmic, I would check your Rhythmic Trader Pro and see what the value is of your auto liquidate threshold. You might be getting close to it. Ogola, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'd have to ask Rao. Rao, I believe, is in our Discord community. Wow, this trade is coming back from the abyss. This move on the E-mini through that news report took a nosedive, and now it's retracing right back to the VWAP. Excuse me, sorry about that. Here we go. Nice trade on this 16U. Got a first target. Our 30 range on the NASDAQ, the 1 day pass, hit a monster. Got a ton of slippage during that news report. So if you played the 30 range on the NASDAQ or the E-mini earlier, they both scored today. Here we go. One more test of that upside resistance. If we break that, we got a clear shot right to our profit target. Here we go. This one could go all the way. Our stop went to break even on the E-mini. It's right below the VWAP. It's in a good position, but unfortunately we got stopped out. Let's take a look at the ES30 range. Rao uses the scalper. There you go. Great strategy. Let's take a look at the IBOT 30 range. It's in a trade right now. Oh, here we go. The 16U went short. Let's see if we can break support here. Nope. It's going to retest it. Let's see if we can get a break. Here we go. All risk is off now. Just need it to pop through. Nope. Maybe. Push down. Here we go. Oh, man, this is a tough market. This is a tough one. It's right back in. Take a quick look at the stock market. Here we go. It's retesting again. Never is a smooth ride down, is it? Here we go. It's going to, nope. Man, I keep thinking it's going to fly to the downside. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Very choppy. Wow. Had a position in Palantir that's just rocking. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, sir. We're about to wrap it up. It's been kind of a tough day trading today. Right from the start, our leaderboard was very slim. The iBots are on the board, and just a very few. Two one-day passes on the AI, and that sniper bot. Let's go to that AI sniper bot. 20 Unarenko. Ooh, came real close to that profit target, didn't it? It moved our profit target way in. You see that AI model? Normally, that profit target on this sniper is like 150 ticks, and it moved it way in. Mm-mm-mm. Oops, sorry about that. Wow. Our Wednesday passes just right across the board are just crushing it this week. It's amazing. Let's see what the YM is. Wow, look at that. Just to give you an idea of what the one day pass is, the type of week they're having this week. The crude oil, that one is a perfect one for one, or looks like it took, yeah, looks like it took one trade, 100%. Then we go to the ES30 range, and we're at 87%. And then we'll go to gold, the one day pass, and we're at 40%. Well, let me tell you, 40% is not too shabby. And the 2 minute is at just under 60% on the 1 day pass. NQ30 range this week, 56% on the 1 day pass. And the Dow, which is always one of our top ones on the 1 day passes, is up 60. It's profitable 66% of its trades. So those 1 day passes you could see this week are really putting our members on the board. I spoke with several members. Matt, yesterday Matt had two that just fell short a couple $100. But still, he's in position to pass them. Mohammed did really well. A lot of the members that are using those 1 day passes are getting funded accounts. All right, well, let's do a recap of today. Kind of a very slim leaderboard. We don't see this very often. The MES, the PA account template, is in a really nice trade now. For the day, it's up $8 or $13, just about break even. The Volkswagen is in a winning trade now. It's in an open position. The ES Star drone, another one that's right on the break even. It's in an open position. That's in the green. The 1 minute iBot is on the board. The 30 range drone. Our ES 1 day pass took a winner and took a loser. And the NQ 20U sniper bot up 600. The ES 30 range drone on the iBot right now is going up about $800 or $900. It's in a winning trade now. The ES 30 range bot is in that same trade. The bot and drone are trading it together. The iBot 30 range is up 1127, and the NASDAQ 30 range 1 day pass is our winner today. That one took an entry right during that news report at 10 o'clock. And with the positive slippage, took a $4,900 winner. So here's our last two trades of the day. We're going to put on the iBot NQ30 range drone. Me personally took a loser today on the power play trade. If you're joining us late, I've got to wear it. I lost 500 across all my accounts. For the week, we're still in positive territory. We won 3 out of 4 days. And for the week, on the 3 PA accounts, we're up about $1,300. So tomorrow's a big day, make or break day. It'll either be about a break even week or a great week if we can get on the board tomorrow. And I want to re-invite everybody that joined me today. You're more than welcome. Please come back and join us tomorrow. And if you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It gets some new eyes on our products and services here. We're not going to win every day, but I could tell you one thing. We are going to follow our trade management and our capital preservation rules that we do control. As much as we want to get our money back, we're going to wait till tomorrow to do it. We're not going to revenge trade, and we're not going to blow out these accounts because of one bad trade. So we're going to stick right to our game plan. We're going to shake it off, and we're going to come back tomorrow. And God willing, we'll get ourselves back on the board. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're going to close out with this one last trade that's in progress. We got David Wise, professional options trader, coming up right behind me. He's going to be trading the SPY Super System. He's a leader in the Reddit community of traders. Just got in our profit window on that 30 range. Here we go to the upside. Let the good times roll. Right behind me on YouTube, on Right Line Trading YouTube channel, David Wise is coming up. SPY Super System. Thank you, MJ. The ones we're watching now are paper trades, yes. The only live trade that I showed today was the I shouldn't laugh. I'm laughing because I don't want to cry. The only live trade today was the one that I lost on the power play. The power play was the morning trade that I had on my trade copier on my PA accounts, and I lost it. The rest was really just an exhibition of how the bots trade and how they work. No problem, Vincent. So we'll let this ES trade, we'll give it a little more time to play out. But I want to thank everybody for your time. And we do this every morning. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow from 9:15 to about 10:30. Tomorrow, Vinu. I do my weekly review tomorrow. Please come back and see tomorrow. I'm going to go over the best bots and we'll do our weekly review. We're going to try to close the week 4 out of 5 winning days. We'll do our best. That's all we can do. And we're going to go over the top bots. We're going to go over the weekly performance. We still got our Laguerre pinned. This RSI line in my Laguerre oscillator is pinned to the upside. So momentum is 100% pinned to 100%. We're bouncing off that upside resistance, excuse me. And volume is waning on the NASDAQ. We're under 1,000 contracts a minute, which isn't good. And it's only 10:30. The summer months are coming. Historically, over the summertime, we always get low volume. Here we go. Here's a last push. We need a good wind, a good stiff breeze at our back. Push us through this area of resistance. And what I really like to do when price is going into resistance and I've got an $800 or $900 winner, I like to right click on my stop and I'll attach it right to my 15 EMA, which is my modified fast. And actually, it hit my profit target at 15.25. So the trade closed at our profit limit on that one at 1500. So that ES4U had a really nice day. Excuse me, that was the IBOT ES30 range. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. And God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. So long.